Hey, say hello to my melee mage. How is it melee exactly? Well, you'll see how it's melee. You will see eventually. But basically, the idea is to spam self-explosion. And yes, I am a metal mage. It works. Just trust me. Alright, take a look at my normal stats. 90 vitality, for the extra livability. I have exactly enough magic so that I can actually use Pulsar, but Pulsar is basically my only form of range. Well, that along with Placed Explosion, which is also pretty big. You can't really... Oh, yeah, maybe you can see it from here. Oh my goodness, the game is lagging very hard right now, huh? Anyways, oh right, here are the stats. I only have 60 power. And I'm just leaning into attack size really hard because, yeah, if I don't, I'm probably just gonna get obliterated. Let's be real. Attack size is really the only thing metal has going for it. And power, that too, I guess. But attack speed, I have 138 of it to somewhat balance out the fact that metal's one of the slowest magics to ever exist in the world. Like, look how long I get N-lagged for. Wow, you could not see that at all. Um, hold on. Let me count that. Let me count that. 1,000, 2, 1. 1.5 seconds. Every time I use my placed explosion, I get stuck for 1.5 seconds. 1,000. Half a second. All of my moves have insane end lag, which would normally be a death sentence. But that brings us to why metal magic, or why my mage is a melee mage. You see, there are these fun things that I like to abuse in a lot of my builds, called clash rates. Now, if you don't know what a clash rate is, yeah, fair enough. They're not really used in PvP, but basically when one attack hits another attack, they clash. Metal magic has a really strong clash rate, which means that most of the attacks that hit into it will get negated completely. It clashes on... what am I trying to say? It has the second best clash rates with magics, and that's just with magics, but it also has a really decent clash rates against weapons and fighting styles, which is why I'm using it, obviously. Uh, the melee part of this mage comes from the fact that I just run up to people and then just spam self-explosion. And because of my size, they can't get away. This is the entire strategy. That is it. And it worked. I don't know why. Anyways, he's... let's cut to some footage of me, fighting two random warlords I managed to find, despite the current state of the game. Alright, prepare to witness firsthand the downfall of most slow magics, weapons, and fighting styles. As you can see, the first portion of this fight, like the first half, first few seconds, they go pretty well. No one's really winning, no one's really losing. HP hasn't really been traded. This little grab here is where things start to go downhill for me. Because of the great difference in our attack speed, him having really high attack speed and me having really low attack speed, I'm just stuck in one place for too long, while he's just allowed to dance around and avoid all of my attacks while bombarding me with his own. Ultimately, these attacks that he's landing and that I'm not, is what leads to his victory. AKA, I got rolled hard because I'm slow. This round goes a lot better than the first, mostly because I actually know what I'm doing this time, and it's not the first time that I'm playing this build in 3 weeks. You can really see my strategy of just spamming explosions and placed explosions on full display here. Really showing off the technical stuff on this build. The technique required to pull it off. Really skill-based stuff. Oh, and also Pulsar is being used, because it's just a really good area of denial effect, or area of denial move that's just generally good. There's never a bad time to spam out a Pulsar if you're far away from the opponent. Another real staple of my strategy here, with the whole placed explosion and explosion shtick, is that it just denies visibility. Like, if in the self-explosion, if I can't see myself, how is my enemy going to see me? They have to determine the center of the sphere, which is probably hard to do. I do have to do a lot of dash charging here, which is when you do a dash and then just hold shift in the middle of the dash so that you charge energy while dashing, because spamming out moves like this does kind of take up a lot of energy, but I'm sure this could be offset by energy regen crystals, gems. Unfortunately for Fire Ice here, you've completely ignored the fact that I have plot armor, and when I'm at low health and am supposed to die, I just don't. Remember, kids, you do not have to consent to losing. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was the match that I fought Fire and Ice in, because I won that match, but I already edited it. It's too bad, I already narrated it. Whatever. I do run out of stamina often while using this setup, but because of how much I have to air dodge to get to the opponent so that I can self-explosion on them. But it's not really too big of a problem because I can offset it by just using leap. Ooh, right there. Another thing that helps with bad end lag, like long end lag, is just learning how to parry, or learning how to hit the G button. Anytime that after you attack and you know it's a long attack, just hold G. You might end up parrying something and end up avoiding deadly damage. Bro, my mistiming on that striking Gale negation hurts for me to watch back. I fought 7 matches in this little recording session, but this is the last one I'm going to show. For the record though, I lost 4 and won 3. So, I mean, 50-50. 50-50 win rate. Not terrible. I personally like to think that the set is based around pure power. Pure unbridled power. Like, it just hits you. It's not very fast. It's actually quite slow, but it just hits you with the force of a small island and kind of just wins because of the clash rate, the negation rate, the AoE. It's just pure power. I don't know. I just kind of like that.
Something that has to be done.
Alright, it's conclusion time. What did I think that this did well? What did I think it didn't? Congrats to that guy over there for leveling up. Anyways, one thing I feel like I could probably do better is utilize crystal magic. I mean, it's just not really doing anything. Perhaps I could have a different second magic so that I could have a better teleport, or a better air dash, like a light teleport. I would love light step. Oh my goodness. Step would be really nice. Oh well. I just decided to go with crystal magic just because it's thematic for my character, but that's not important. I mean, it's very much worthless right now. Except for that, that's pretty cool. Sometimes I'll use that. I won't. Anyways, the major downfall of this character is obviously the attack speed. It's the entire reason that metal magic and big, slow things aren't meta, and probably never will be. They simply have too much startup time and too much end lag. But, I mean, if I'm playing against people who just don't know how to play the game, I'm sure it'll be fine. And it definitely helps that I learned how to parry from using my one-weapon warrior. Overall, I think this setup, it's not good, but it's funny. You know? It's not good by any means. This is not going to be the next meta, but it's funny. Having 60 vitality or 90 vitality as a mage is hilarious. Actually, how much magic do I need to make stuff? Ultimate art 320. Yeah, that's not happening. Anyways, what else is there? Nothing really. Oh, right. I missed yesterday's upload because I have a reason for it. Trust, and it's not just because I was scared to log on to Arcane. My family sprung up a trip, a sudden family trip for President's Day. It's really not my fault, okay? Anyways, that's all for today. See ya.